Hi guys, it's Marianne, the Frugal Chef. Hey, why don't we make some chipotle beef empanadas today? Oh, yum. These are great for any time of the year. They're also very, very nice for Super Bowl. Let's make these. I'm heating a couple tablespoons of olive oil in this skillet. I'm gonna add a small onion, which I minced. We're gonna let this cook for about 7-8 minutes until it's nice and softened and translucent. I'm going to add 2 garlic cloves, which I minced, and 2 chipotle chilies, which in their adobo, which I chopped. We're gonna mix this. We're gonna let it cook for a couple minutes until we can really smell that chili and the garlic. I'm gonna add a pound of ground beef to this. Just mix that and let it cook for a bit. I'm adding a half a carrot, which I really finely chopped, a 1/4 cup of peas, they were frozen, I thawed them, and a half a potato, which I really finely chopped. Let's just mix that. So I'm making a well in the middle here. I'm gonna add some more oil, maybe a tablespoon. And I'm gonna put a tablespoon of cumin in there. I'm just gonna cook this cumin for a few minutes. I'm gonna mix it. Now I'm going to add 3 canned tomatoes, which I chopped. They were Roma tomatoes. Of course, if you want to use tomatoes, fresh tomatoes, go ahead. I'm gonna add 10 olives, which I just chopped. They're black, obviously. About a half a tablespoon of oregano. Salt and pepper. Just go ahead and taste it and see if you need more salt, okay? You know, this is spicy, but if you want it to be less spicy, just put less chipotle in it. Or, I mean, if you don't want any spice at all, forget the chipotle. You know, if you're not into spicy food, it's still gonna be very, very good. So now we're gonna add about a half a cup of water to this. And we're going to let this simmer for a good 15 minutes until all that carrot and potato is cooked through. I'll see you then. All right, let's check this. This is perfect. I'm going to turn off the heat, and I'm gonna let this cool down completely so that we can fill our empanada. One thing you could add to this with the olives are raisins. I did not because, well, everybody hates raisins in their empanadas here, so. But if you like them, go ahead and put them in with the olives. Now I'm going to use a glass and I'm going to cut circles into this. You know, you can make this the size you want. You can make them a lot bigger, you know, if you want. Just so you see, this is how thick I want this. And we got our little circle there. I'm going to go ahead and fill these so that I can show you. We'll bake this batch, but I will continue doing the same exact thing with every one I have here. Now we're going to spoon our beef filling into this. Now, it's important that you don't overfill these because they will burst. Now I'm just going to fold this. And I'm going to press the edges. And that's it. Now, if you want, you can go ahead and press this with a fork, you know, if you want it to look better. Or leave it like this. I like how it looks like that. Or, if you want, you can just fold it like so. Kind of braid it. Okay, I'm gonna do this with all of these and come back to you. I have an egg, which I put a splash of water in, a splash. I'm just gonna sprinkle some ground chipotle peppers in it. This is just for color. So we'll just mix that well. So here's our first batch of empanadas. We have 21. If you're gonna make them this size, you're probably gonna get about 50. Now we're just going to brush that egg on our empanada. You know, you can fry these if you want. If you decide to fry them, you're going to have to make sure your oil is really hot and then just deep fry them. They'll be great. I'm gonna cook these in the oven. So I have an oven that's heating at 400 degrees, so a hot oven. And these are gonna go in for about 20, maybe 25 minutes, we'll see. They're little, so they should be done in about 20 minutes. You know, all ovens are different. It's the first time I'm making empanadas in this one. So I'm gonna check these at about 15 minutes because they're so little. And I'll tell you the exact time once they're done. All right, I'll see you when these are done. Okay, these took 25 minutes. You can see just from looking at them how nice and flaky that dough is. I'm gonna let them cool down completely so that I can open one up for you and we can taste them. Here's part of our empanadas, guys, the ones I just took out of the oven. You know, I wouldn't serve these cold. I'd serve them, warm would be perfect, but you know, room temperature is fine. They're very, very, very good. I have a couple that are kind of the ruts, which I'm gonna taste now. Look at that. The dough is nice and flaky. Ay, that filling is nice and moist in there. And guys, there's a reason why I'm never gonna be a skinny mini. I'm cooking too much good stuff for you and tasting it up. This is good. It is spicy, like I told you when I was making the filling. But again, if you don't want it spicy, you do not have to put any chipotle in it. But if you like spicy food, you're gonna love these. I'll have the recipe on the website waiting for you guys to come and print it. Make sure you check out all the other beef recipes we have on there. We have lots and lots and a lot of Latino food also. You will without going broke. I'm gonna see you soon.